Hello.
A random Taylor just floating around.
Okay, I cut out right when you were just trying to explain this interesting thing you're doing.
No, I'm in the mood to make a meaningful connection with somebody today, so I've just been asking people about themselves.
You're boiling it out.
I guess you can say it's kind of like that. No, I just want to make friends with somebody.
I get it. I'm just giving you shit mostly.
No,
But
you're good.
John, synthesizer for a second.
Okay.
They
What's up?
took my ring. They took my ring.
Oh, motherfuckers!
It's not itemized on the report.
Oh, those little shitheads want to take it too.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay, is that the same ring that belonged to like the friend?
Yeah.
Oh, that bastard.
Yep. And it's about half. I mean, it's like half an ounce of gold.
I would definitely. No, I'd be like number one on the list. Like, why the fuck is my ring not on that list? Because I walked in here with that ring.
Included in jewelry.
But did they give it back to you?
No, I haven't gotten anything back. My checkbooks, my wallet, 3 cell phones, every thumb drive.
You make a sentimental deal out of it.
I have a lot of actually. They took literally everything out of all of my safes. Everything.
Man, they're gonna pay once they lose this case.
They did not. They didn't mention the cash.
Motherfuckers, dude.
But they did very meticulously itemize my guns because, well, they knew that wasn't going to be one that I didn't know about.
What did you do to bring this kind of like shit on your head, man?
30 years of doing what I want, how I want, because I can, and I don't have to explain things to people.
No.
I've gotten to an age where I realize that things like that snowball. People don't like it when you make them feel insignificant.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure exactly who or what combination of vindictive motherfuckers are behind this, but I have some ideas. Well, I mean, I'm positive of at least one of them.
Okay.
And the county attorney represented my ex-wife during our divorce, and
keep in mind, if we're going to wars, I'm like one of your primary advisors. So
it's funny. I already knew that.
I often think like in a warfare situation, I certainly wouldn't be the king. I wouldn't be, something like that. I'd be the advisor.
Well, my whole life, I'm always like the main guy from 300 or whatever, who's just right in the middle of all of it, whether I want to be or not.
Yeah. I need to start making some stuff, some foods. So I'm gonna jump on here with. Are we in room 1 or 2?
2.
With my phone, and you guys can watch Cooking with John with famous people.
All right, we can record it.
Okay. You guys can see me?
Still one of the biggest mysteries of the whole thing.
I can't hear you anymore, Taylor. Can anybody else hear him? Okay. No, I think I'm just gonna make some tuna. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just make some tuna. Do you guys like watching me cook? Have you ever really watched me cook?
I take a glance at it now and then.
Yeah. I like to cook. When I'm in the mood to cook. And I apologize, Elsie. I'll be right back. I just actually have to make some stuff. Because I know you messaged me. I just haven't seen it yet. Wow, that is a fucking awesome amount of. Damn.
Hmm?
I asked Elsie about something. She went all in. Like walls of text. That is so cool. What is a willow soul, Elsie? Is it like a brown? Oh, green. Okay. Okay, so are you primarily breeding marsh daisies?
I'm gonna go room on for a moment. I'll be back.
Okay. Okay. And why are marsh daisies? Why do they have the most money? Would you mind if I ask you to speak over what's called because it's hard to come back and forth? I mean, speak over mic. Excuse me. But of course, if you mind, then I'll just come back and forth.
The money is good because they're so rare and nobody has the actual breeding stock to create them because they were a historical breed which got extinct. If that makes
Oh, so you're trying to like make a pseudo breed, like
I believe
make
there
one
were
that
less than
resembles.
20 of them in the area. One line we used was a recreation from other breeds, and the other line was from them.
So, because it was a recreation, does that mean that there are possibilities for flaws,
Oh
like
yes,
in
definitely.
future? Okay. So there's probably a greater possibility for that.
Yeah, the recreation line was very flawed.
Okay. And what kind of flaws come with that?
Mainly it's the type on the bird. If they're off type, a bit like dogs, they look off
Okay.
in shape, color, size, personality.
And do
It's
you
been,
call the like the runts and the weak ones?
of course,
Yeah. Is that
you would do
is
that
it?
even if you were just keeping chickens at random, I think.
Oh, you would. Oh, okay. All right. Huh.
I mean, I don't know what other people do with their chickens.
Well, I wasn't
But
sure
I'm
if
not
like you
letting
just.
runts run around my farm.
Yeah. Well, I would figure like you would probably use the weaker ones and things like that, as long as they're not diseased, to eat at home, right? So that like you would get the most benefit profit wise for selling the best ones.
Okay, let's get a few things straight first. There are no weak birds surviving because they've been killed immediately,
Oh, okay.
humanely culled. The
Oh,
ones that are for
so you
breeding are perfect, and the ones that are imperfect are the ones that you eat, but they're not runts.
okay? So why necessarily call when they're young?
Well, you wouldn't want to feed them all the way through the winter.
Ah, right, the feed. Okay. Yeah.
And with the amount of chickens that we have, we can't possibly afford to house all of them either.
Yeah. I hadn't. It might seem strange, but I hadn't brought that into consideration. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty new for me too. I've only been farming for about 3.5 years.
And what was okay? So what was like the most exciting part of learning?
What do you mean by that?
What interested you most about getting into farming, or was it just a necessity?
I think part of it is actually driven by my fear that I will run out of food and water, and society will fail to provide that for me for whatever reason. So I've
Oh,
just
so it's
literally
preparation.
settled down and started living off the land, and it's been that way ever since.
Huh. So you're like a survivalist? Like, do you have like a basement full of guns and all that in case there's like a revolution?
Nice save.
Is that the one they cut into?
Yeah, that's the big one, and then there's another little one, and there's a door that kicked off, and then there's another one that's not in here that they cut into, and then there's one that they just completely pull off.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
They better pay you back for that shit.
Well,
Or rather, when you win, make sure they pay you back for that.
right, I'm still working on my itemized list of economic impacts.
Always estimate higher.
Well, I'm doing either receipt price or MSRP replacement. And then there's some things like the door didn't need to be kicked off
MSRP.
during the second search warrant when no one was even.
I would recommend MSRP because there may be some things there that you don't necessarily want to buy again.
Well, there is like I have several things that are one of a kind.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, do you have to do one or the other, or you can't just say these ones have sentimental value, you need to return them now, and or other things like MSRP.
I mean, I can't get my driver's license out of my wallet right now.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah. 4 agencies, and they still had to hire someone to get into that thing.
That's great. Did everybody go to room 2 or room 1?
No,
Did every? Oh, okay. Just people stop talking.
I guess.
Oh. So what do you want to talk about? And may I ask, what is your actual name? Is it Susanna?
Susanna.
Susanna. Okay. Did I say that incorrectly? I probably did.
Yes. That's the thing. Everyone butcher it, so fuck it.
Yeah, which is why you say Suze. Yeah. What's your take on nicknames?
What do you mean?
Like specifically a name that somebody else gave you without your approval or denial?
It's okay, I guess.
It's just bearable, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some are good, some are annoying.
Yeah. And do you ever get in these moods where you like what I'm talking about today, wanting to just make friends with somebody?
Not often.
Yeah.
No, it must be an extrovert thing.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm not entirely certain I'm always in an extroverted mood. It's just that today I happen to be particularly social.
Well, that's nice. I woke up particularly irritable.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know what that's like. The day before yesterday, I woke up with the worst fucking pain I've had since my car accident.
That sucks.
Yeah, but it's over now.
So it's
Slept
quite
around.
acute then.
I'm sorry?
The pain is quite acute then.
Yes. Very, very much so. It's also there's the general pain, which I feel all the time, and then there are the flare-ups, the days that I don't know whether it's like the weather or what, but
I'm
it
pretty
fucking
sure it's the weather.
yeah. Especially with bone pain, like I don't know, I have rods, plates, screws, you name it, and
Oh, Jesus.
whenever the weather changes, the pressure changes, which means that, of course, that my bones are either squeezing or expanding the metal that's around it, or inside of it, or wherever it is in that particular part of the body. I mean,
Does anybody else's bones feel really weird now?
my bones
No.
always feel weird.
My bones are fine. What are you making?
Just tuna. Can you see?
Yes.
Yeesh. I'm gonna make some tuna so that I can make some tuna sandwiches later, or maybe I'll throw it in some kind of fucking salad. I don't know. I just know that we don't have food and I need to make some. What are some passions that you guys have? Like I know Suze is into Final Fantasy 14, right?
Yeah, and cats.
And cats, yes. And Elsie gave me a fucking book, basically, on breeding her ducks.
I haven't even talked about those yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Have you ever talked about those in here?
Guys, have I ever talked about ducks in here?
Oh, wait, I
Yes.
think I know you have. Yeah. I think I've seen a very cute duck.
Yeah, I bring them in occasionally.
Can I see another cute duck?
It's 3 a.m.
Okay. I take it that's a good reason not to.
Well, yes, I don't want to wake them.
Oh, okay. All right, let me read the rest of what the fuck you said. Hold on.
It's nothing interesting. It's just
Right. It's nothing interesting, yet there's an entire fucking book on my Facebook. That makes it interesting.
it's only a list of things that I have to do, really.
Okay, so marsh daisy. What is that? That's a duck, right?
It's a chicken.
Oh, excuse me, a chicken.
And it's relatively small, but not tiny. You
Okay.
can certainly, stick it on the table and eat it, but mainly for eggs. That one.
Okay, and what are they primarily used as? Like, are they just, uh, like say, like
For
the fat
eggs.
turkeys in America are used to eat Thanksgiving?
Is that a common breed?
What, fat turkey?
No, the March Daisy.
Marsh daisy. I think she
It's
said
very
it's
rare.
not. It's very rare. Yeah. So you want it because of the eggs. Is that right?
It's extremely hardy and good for living in floodplains and marshlands. Hence the name marsh daisy.
Okay. So
Um,
in your area, they'd be okay. They'd be good to survive in, right?
yes.
Okay. And what else?
And the eggs.
Okay.
They can still be eaten. The birds can still be eaten, but they're not huge,
They're not,
which
yeah,
is why
particularly
we have
hardy.
more
Okay.
than one breed.
And the light Sussex is
For eating.
for eating. Okay. So they manage to be pretty big?
Yeah, I struggle to lift some of the cockerels, and I'm not that good at lifting things anyway, but those guys are big.
Okay. And those are the two breeds that you have?
For the chickens, yeah.
Okay. What about the ducks? What are they like? Or do you only have one breed?
This
Or are you
one.
not? I'm sorry?
Just one breed of duck,
Okay.
yeah.
And what are you breeding them for?
Eggs and meat and showing. We show all the breeds, but these ones in particular, good for showing.
So they're pretty
I think
or
they're pretty. I
aesthetically
mean,
pleasing.
some
Okay.
people would say that a plain white duck isn't pretty, but the shape of them is somewhat like a swan, so I think they're quite elegant.
Yeah. I'd like to see them grown up.
Yeah, and they have special feathers that are
Really?
sort of whiter and silkier than other ducks, so that's
Ooh,
an
so you might be
interesting
able to make
trait
a
that
good
you've
hat
managed
out
to
of it,
keep.
right?
Huh?
You might be able to make stuff out of it, like a good, I don't know, whatever you make out of feathers.
Pillows, I suppose.
Oh, do they have good like down?
Yeah, it's very soft. Soft
Nice.
feathers and down.
Oh man, you guys can make some serious money off of that. Everybody's looking for a good pillow. Are you kidding me? Man. So sheep, you breed sheep as well.
Hmm.
How many breeds of sheep?
Just the one.
Oh, so the Wiltshire Horn. Is that
Yes, the
Wiltshire or
breeds.
Wiltshire?
Wiltshire.
Wiltshire. Okay.
Um, the breeds that we selected, other than the Light Sussex, which is a relatively well-known common breed anyway, they're the best for this area. So you have to feed them less and treat them less.
These particular sheep, the Wiltshire Horns.
Yeah, basically it's all about money and
Well, yeah, I gather that. It's just not necessarily like in the front of my mind what it is that you make the money from. Like, um, like with the marsh daisies. I don't know if it was just the eggs or what. Um, so these sheep just happen to be good for living in your area, so that's why you breed them.
yep, and they're quite large. The meat is got a special ratio of omegas or something in this particular breed in the adult females. So that's something to promote them with.
Okay. And how's their fur?
They're actually without wool. They shed themselves, which is handy. They have
Wow.
hair in the winter, and then it disperses in the fields, which is it's been good for the birds. We've been trying to
Oh,
get
that's good
the
for the birds? Them shedding is good for the birds?
wild birds.
Oh,
Yeah,
why is that?
I guess they use it to line their nests.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I really wanted to get my hands on merino wool. Have you ever seen a merino sheep or lamb, or whatever it
Probably,
is?
although nothing comes to mind at the moment. All
It's
my
um,
socks are made of merino
it's
wool.
it's supposed to be like some of the best wool that you can get. Like it supposedly it doesn't even feel like wool. It's like um
Yeah, it
they
feels a bit like fleece.
yeah. And I've never actually had any of that myself, but I get like the highest recommendations for it, like for socks, for a coat, for pretty much anything.
Hmm.
So you breed just the chickens, ducks, and sheep?
Yep,
Okay. If you had a choice, what else would you breed?
dogs.
Really? What kinds?
Some sort of mastiff breed. Flock guardians, livestock guardians. I certainly
So
wouldn't breed
basically a
anything
big
that
dog.
wouldn't have a job. Yeah, the
Okay.
larger the dog, the less you have to feed them because of their metabolism.
Right, and obviously you wouldn't breed. I forgot the name of it, but it's like the sheep dog, right? Because you only need one or two, right?
Yeah,
Am I
and
wrong?
they're not
Oh,
large enough, in my opinion,
oh,
and they would frighten the sheep too much.
okay. So what are some of the other bigger dogs that you would breed other than a mastiff, of course?
There's one called the Marima, which I'm trying to spell now.
Yeah, I see that. Marimo.
There we go. That one I'm particularly interested in.
Marima sheepdog. Oh, and those are big?
Oh god, yeah, they're huge. I stood next to one once. I was like, it's been scaled wrong. It's massive.
Really? It
Yeah,
strikes me as like it looks kind of like a wolf. Wow.
trying to think of the other name. Hmm.
Reminds me of like wolf lab kind of mix. I've always been not to sound like fucking typical or not, but I've always been a good fan of um, German Shepherds, sheepdogs, and pit bulls. Um, they always they're smart. They're easy to train, easy to secure the household, I guess you can say.
Hmm.
And they're all gentle around kids. Dogs, man, I'd love to breed some dogs. My father actually used to breed dogs quite a bit when I was a kid. I never lived with him or anything like that, but he had a pack license and all that. Um, I've always been a big fan of animals, just in general.
What kind of dogs was it?
He never had like any kind of dogs with pedigrees or anything like that. He just used to breed um, like house dogs, basically good dogs to have around the house. And if you're not good at training them yourself, he would do it. Just mutts, basically, but good temperament, good with kids, things like that. Nova Scotia duck tolling retriever. Somehow I think has that been brought up here before?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, that's a gorgeous dog.
Um,
English Mastiff I know of already. What's a Borbal?
it's another type of mastiff.
Ah, I see. Yeah, it's got Mastiff written all over it.
It looks like a mix of golden retriever and border collie.
What, the Nova Scotia duck
Yeah.
tolling retriever? Yeah,
They're
border
supposed
collie.
to
That's the
look
word I
like
was thinking of. Sheepdog,
foxes.
border collie. Yeah.
What are they supposed to look to?
They're supposed to look like foxes. So they would run along the banks of a river and scare the ducks. And the ducks will
Yeah.
be sort of scared but inquisitive at the same time because they think it's a fox but they're not sure. And they would
Right.
approach and then you'd shoot the ducks.
Wow. That's man. That's a ingenious way to hunt ducks.
The dog itself as well has a special way of walking which is very close to how a fox would run along.
Really, I gotta see that now.
Like how horses have different gaits
Yeah, they have
depending
like
on the
the
breeds.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to. Oh man, I think I would like to manage a zoo. Maybe a farm. I don't know. Fuck. So they dance in the waves, and other fowl come to see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I suppose you could use any sort of dog really, but they have different instincts.
Yeah. Who's the person on the camera that's just like drawing shit?
Cooks, maybe?
Oh, Kugvis. How do you even say that person's name?
Don't know.
Don't know, I just call them cogs.
I'm gonna call him fuckhead.
Bye.
No reason. There you go. LOL. That's why.
Yeah, sorry, I've never
So
been a good
what?
conversationalist.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've never been a good conversationalist.
Oh, you're fine. Uh, uh, what? Okay, so if you breed a bunch of things, do you grow anything?
You mean like plants?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
we've got
farm?
an orchard, and we don't grow any crops, but we grow vegetables and fruits and stuff like
What do you grow?
that.
Okay, if it's a big list, then what are some of the main things that you grow?
Okay, I'll write down the main ones.
And of course, the second this becomes too annoying, just say so. Shit. Do you grow acai berries?
Acai berries, no.
Oh, is that how you say it in fucking UK?
Yeah.
Man, I would love to just live on that farm. Shit. You have so many fresh ingredients. Can you grow garlic?
We're not growing any right now. We're
But you could.
mainly growing parsley at the moment. My
Man,
dad is kind of weird with herbs.
I'd love
Yeah.
to make an herb garden. Oh, man. Fresh herbs just whenever you want them, however you want. Oh, fuck. I would love it. Especially, garlic, tomatoes, onions, just the primary ingredients of anything, celery, carrots.
Most of it gets fed to the animals to keep parasites away from them.
Yeah, that works. I mean, shit, if I'm gonna grow that anyway, if I'm gonna grow a significant amount, I might as well have animals to feed it to. I was thinking more of just like in the backyard.
Hmm. It's difficult to walk past the garden because you can just grab anything and eat it.
Is that a thing? Like, do you really just grab shit and just eat it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow. You know how foreign that is to a person like me, like in living in an urban area like this? Like
What?
like it we okay, like most of the bushes they use to decorate Las Vegas is actually poisonous. That they're mostly all poisonous in some sense. Um, so like we don't really go around grabbing shit off of trees. That's
They make it
so
poisonous on purpose.
yeah, yeah, of course. Well, plus they look pretty, and some of the poisonous plants, if you want them, you're gonna have to deal with the fact that they're poisonous.
Well, speaking of poisonous trees and fruits, we grow a lot of elderflower and elderberry trees, elder trees, and
You guys make wine?
we make a lot of wine.
Oh, that's awesome. My Polish friend taught me how to make wine, and it's like so fucking easy. It's just you put it together and you just let it sit for years. Uh,
Yeah, it's my favorite thing to do. You just pick a bunch of flowers, make some wine.
yeah. I heard elderberry, but what was the first one?
From elder tree, you get the flowers and you get the berries.
Oh, you just said the elder tree. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What do the flowers make?
you can make wine out of the berries or the flowers,
Oh,
and
oh.
jam from the berries. But you have to be careful because they are poisonous.
You can make what else from the berries? You can make wine and jam. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Fresh jam. That would be Oh man. Can you make like apple jam?
Yeah, I suppose you could.
That would probably be really good. Some cinnamon. Keep it basic. Maybe some brown. No, they're plenty. They have plenty of sugar. But yeah, some cinnamon. I have to take a shower. I'll be back.
Okay. I didn't realize that talking about myself would be so boring. Wish I
What?
could find
No.
something that
We
actually
saw new
interested
things.
me. Huh?
We saw new things. Like chickens and dogs and stuff.
Well, I mean, to talk about, it's not interesting for me.
Oh.
Nothing seems to be interesting right now, to be honest. I would like to find something to talk about that actually makes me think. But at the same time, I'm so fed up and I don't want to think.
Have you got an answer to that test you took?
Not yet. Wait, which test?
The lung biopsy.
No, not yet. Hasn't been long enough.
Was it as bad as you thought it would be?
It was more awkward than I thought it would be,
In what way?
on account that I was lying down on the table with no clothes. Basically.
Not even one of those blue jacket things?
Oh yeah, they covered that bit up, but the position was awkward as well.
Was it painful afterwards?
No, I barely remember it, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, they had me sedated.
But like when you after the sedation,
Oh yeah, painful.
Oh.
They had to stick the needle in twice, and I got a real bad bruise on it.
That sucks.
Everywhere I go, just incompetent doctors follow me.
Like this one. We will use this one to test shit out.
Like I'll go in for a blood test, and they'll be like, "Oh hi, and I'll be like, "Are you an apprentice?" And they're like, "Yes, I just started here." Oh god.
Like, yay! I'm gonna be blue all over.
Uh-huh.
I hate that too. So annoying. And there was this one time they used a larger needle than usually, and she just ripped it out, like really quick, and that bruised.
I feel a bit sick now
Why?
because of
Just-
what you said.
Just thinking of it?
Uh-huh. I think I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay.
I've been pacing like crazy trying to get my stupid leg to work properly. And back to regularly scheduled pacing.
Welcome back.
If I suddenly go really quiet, it's probably because I disconnected the wire of my headphone. I am walking around a bit here.
Oh,
Yeah, it pops up every so often. I'd get wireless ones, but I can't stand bad sound quality.
plus they are heavier.
These are bad enough as it is. Do koalas have tails?
I think they have really short ones. That's like nothing.
Yeah, I forgot how creepy they looked.
Creepy they look. It's just animals.
Nah, I don't like them. They're like chinchillas, but gone wrong.
Chinchillas gone wrong.
This is quite strange to watch, actually. When I see somebody else drawing, my own hand and arm tries to go through the movements.
That's interesting. Never had that.
Oh. Have you ever done any drawing on
Yeah,
the computer?
plenty.
Okay, guess it's just me then.
Of course that had to happen.